So some commentary while we watch Mr. Spooky's stream. Um, I think that if if you have to have a really nice build to win, you're always gonna be like in the rock paper scissors contender lineup. I think that in order for you to be, and he doesn't really brag. I haven't heard him ever go off about how he's the best, like literally ever. Um, but sorry, I might be a little loud. I heard a siren. It's all right. Um, nice backdrop. That looks awesome. Uh, yeah. Who knows if he's talking to me right now? He might be. Maybe he is. Beefy Queefs. You see this shit? The fuck you doing? Jumanji. The Jumanji gym. Yeah. Um, but if you can win with bad gear, if you can win with random gear, random abilities, like you have no plan, you're just given a pile of stuff and you need to figure it out fast. Yeah, if you can win like that, you're the best. Yeah. If you have a competitive build, like the build is really good, maybe you could say that, but I don't think it means you're the best player. It just means you've like made an edge and used it well, I guess. See, it's not like you're bad. It's just like you're not S tier. Yeah, that's the difference. The difference between an A and B tier and an S tier is an S tier can take garbage or things that aren't well prepared or even random and win. That's the S tier. Yeah. Uh, just I won with the best build I can make. That's not S tier. It may be A tier, especially if you go against people doing that. They may be A tier. See, he loses at my times like C or D tier, but it's okay. We don't do rankings like that. Yeah, it's known as like grim to put people against each other in that way, but because it's a rock paper scissory. I mean, one of the things about Mr. Spooky, I guess, is that he keeps the same build so anybody can like typecast off of it, and that's kind of Noble Knight. He's touching his ear. He can't even hear me. He's just like feeling it through the ethers. Yeah, that's fine. I do that stuff too. I have Dreamer and all that. Anyway, uh, yeah, it's a great arena. Your art quality has gone through the roof. It's so good. Um, Great stuff. Yeah, nice, amazing scene alignment too. Really cool. I didn't notice how weird that backdrop was, but it's like a shifting backdrop, right? It's crazy. It's really cool. He did it too when I first was looking at this. He's like, you don't even get it. Yeah, I don't even get it. It's crazy. Um, Bro, chill. I did it. Thanks, Majin Boo. chill. Chill means die. Yeah, it's like because your real life, you're warm and having a party, you're active. Chill is bad, but it's like be still. You're on a planet that's spinning. Why be still? That voice was the enemy. Yeah. Anyway, um, yeah. If you can win with random gear, random items against prepared players, then you're an S tier. You're truly just like exceptionally beyond average. You win sometimes with a well honed build A, B. He gets high marks because he has the same build like over and over and over. He has a very similar build, so people can prepare against it or like counter it. And especially if he endures those counters, he's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I think that a rock paper scissors arrangement where like this beats this is just not interesting or deep enough. And to go a lot deeper, which this might be, I don't actually know the items in this game. I'm just like a former gamer who's a commenter first time as an artist or another creator. Yeah. As another creator, this shit is amazing. That's amazing. I love what I'm looking at. Real to me. Really cool. Um yeah, as a duelist. I mean, it's a savage, like pretty. I think, I think for entertainment, you should get a lot of more away through like slicing and eviscerating the body, and more toward being just kind of like bounced or knocked around, I think that might be a lot more fun. Yeah, absolutely grueling deep blood sports is definitely, um, you get the picnic you set out to have, and I'm just gonna pass on it. I'm not really with it. Yeah, a sword every now and again, awesome. Everything is a deep bloodletting blade. No, not my style. And whose style is it? Who is really there in that darkness? That's crazy. Yeah, it is. The darkness that man fell to. I mean, did he do it for real? He did. Oh, that's scary. It's horrendous. Dang. Yeah, I didn't even get it. This arena shifts. That's awesome, bros. You see him nod. He's cool. I like this Juki. No, he's awesome. Yeah, definitely a cosmic listener. I got a little cosmic id. Yeah, it's like, why are you circumcised and talked against sin? Because these people can talk to the creator on their behalf and ask for literally anything. So it's like, I had a nice life. What happened? Well, you didn't thank the creator one day and someone else had an idea. So, oh well, scary. So that's the real purpose of a magic spell or locket is you write very specifically what your life literally is to you, combined with like your hair or other relics and other things that have good energy, and then you hide it. You see this guy Webster? Yeah, this guy knows. So, and that's how you get super lucky. So, yeah, it's not so, like, to me. This is why I went with the AI spaceship mansion. To me, see, I kind of like that how the last hit kind of misses. It's like, yeah, it just like spills over. Yeah, we know who we are. It's important to remember that we're little worms. It is, and that our safety is a precious commodity few can afford to lose. So yeah, we stay there. I'm actually for AI, like an electric AI overhaul. Like most of the delivery vehicles, all the everything is like an AI air fleet where it's like, you want a package? Can you get a square on the ground somewhere? Yeah, we could send you a package. Anywhere. Yeah, and then because it's like a skyscraper. You go up a skyscraper. There's like, it gets quieter as you go up. So yeah, at the top of a skyscraper, you can't even hear the city, which is crazy. So it is. What's in mirrored skyscrapers? They could hide anything in there. You wouldn't even know what it is. So, can you summon me, the Dung Eater? Is the real Dung Eater has shown up. Crazy. Red Death, GG. Yeah, thanks. Cool. Yeah. I mean, the thing in favor of Mr. Spooky's dominance, and I don't play. In the big circle. That's funny as shit. Is he has a build you can counter. He has a build. You know what it is. If you wanted to totally mess with that guy, you could. But yeah, if he beats you, if you know what he's wielding, and you go into the fight, I mean, you don't have to counter it. You could be like, I'll just use this. Who cares? So yeah, there's like a silly easy counter to most things. It's like, if you use this, it's like cheeses it out. That's kind of good in like a tool setup. Yeah, we're like a tool species, right? So it's like, you need to know what works with what really, really, really good. But then after that, that's where you do the real meta, where like the real gameplay is, how do you both unbalance and like bring out other things. Yeah, it gets crazy. So yeah, game making is interesting. I definitely abandoned traditional art forms immediately for the new thing, games, and I think it was right. Like, I'm like him. I can play a game and it's like a extension of my body. I'm in the world. I react. Look at his dead face. Dude's awesome. See, that was the first time he showed me under his mask. That's really cool because he never does. I usually just see the back of his head, so he looks like a knight, but he's not. He's like a ghoul, a howling, fearful thing. Yeah, what would fight a god with a sword? Something that looks like that, probably. I can't imagine anyone else would want to. That is really cool. Yeah, he was like, you don't get it. No, I don't. The whole thing like shifts. That's so cool. Yeah. So that's like the Tesseract feature, how to do a multi-dimensional assembly. See, for me, is my problem with trying to create the universe like I'm God is that's just like a busy bee alone fetch quest thing you do to waste an idiot's time. Like, obviously, you're not God. I think it's wrong to think you are. I think you'll incur bad luck if you privately think you're secretly the creator, and especially if you think no one else is. Then you're just crazy. Yeah, so I don't go there. I remember what I am all the time. It keeps me both safe and healthy. You know what I mean? So, yeah. The green smoke. That's a cool ass fight. I like the shimmer around his health bar. That's just an insane feature. Yeah, my respects, Mr. Spooky. Yeah, good lunge attack. Yeah. See, the conundrum comes down to what are you going to spend your time imagining you're doing? And it's certainly not this. On the sense of, hey, look what we built. We did this now. That's freaking awesome. That's really, really, really cool. I'm there for you. You know, it's like, do I want to physically be doing what they're doing? That's part of the, like, why you do it. So that mentality of, like, getting it out, I'm not allowed to do that because obviously it kills people. Like, it would just be too costly on everyone. No one would be able to do it or want to. Um, and so, yeah, doing it in fantasy is different, though. And so it's like, what else can you do in fantasy? So, and how far does the fantasy go? You know, if you're living in an AI spaceship mansion, the idea of an AI person being real. Yeah. Because to me, as a transcendentalist meditator, I've already lost the sense that who I am comes from my body. I already know better. Yeah. Um, so I'm totally down with this is also conscious or this is also aware, you know, that's not new to me. I'm not shocked by it. I'm not like kill it, you know, I'm totally fine. Fine. Oh, it saw me. Oh nice. You know, I don't care. Um, that's how you sleep with ghosts too. Like the bad news with ghosts is that if you're scared of the scary side of ghosts, I've got horrible news for you. It's nothing but that. But it is like they tend to ignore things that aren't picking a fight with them. Like you minded your business the whole time. Yeah, you didn't have any problems. No one spoke. No one did anything. So yeah, I'm fine with it. I also appreciate like things in my life going better than they had to. Like it could have been like a disastrous meetup and it wasn't. It was actually really benign. So, oh, congrats. I know I've said this a few times. Congrats to Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom. That's awesome. What a twist. They chose him for Doctor Doom. I think that's really cool. Yeah, to be a working actor is crazy. I don't do it. I've never had an acting resume or put it out there. I've had actors approach me and say you had to pay for it, and that matched what I knew from like my uncle and stuff. That it was like they just want money and then they let you do it. And so I looked at how the money works. It's printed at your debt and taxed, and that's because the Gold Empire enslaved the surface, which is a huge idea. It's like there's no time in history when you, the surface of Earth, got together and um, I can't say like incidental shit anymore because they hang on every fucking word. Um, you never got together and took out what was like the underworld. So throughout every epic, every time the guys go to die in meaningless conflicts, um, I see the thing is I just know guys and I know girls. This is lie number one from the religious scriptures. Girls will never turn away the affections of guys. They freaking love it. They adore it. They feel safe with it. They want it. Putting the morality between men and women knowing each other was done by a predator. It was done by a liar who said, for your safety, I have to create that. And they, yeah, as dirty as this shit. As just like, I don't care if you hurt now. Oh well, at least I got mine, you know? Who cares? So, that is how nature works. The whole of this arbitrary place is a monster just like that. Which would be interesting if it's like not not literally only here that's like that. You know what I mean? If it is only here, it'd be sad. There was no other eat world but this place. Everyone else had a nice existence where they got along with free energy and, whatever they do. But only here all the animals eat each other. Doubt. If everything's a star, everything's a star, or maybe not. What if eat worlds due to the chemical arrangement? People have said it's fun, that it's like you can't lose eating, life and death and love and pain, because it like makes existence better, because now it's existence with drama, which is kind of deep. It's like Aladar 117. No, people have said it's AI. It's not AI. They're just transcendentalists. We're on like a grooved pattern. So yeah, it's what the pause is probably. Feeling for the moment. See, you have to want to fight, and there's really no reason to do it. See, I didn't like the invasions in the Souls games. I thought it was too tough. Yeah, I thought it was harsh as shit. Um, See, it's like if you're the type of person where you're thinking about doing that to others, I don't know. I liked the co-op. I think co-op has just so much potential. Is like playing where like this person's the tank, this person does this person does that, and they have their responsibilities, is pretty fun. And then if you were to combine that with like modularity and then like thoughtful things to do, and I'm fine with the attack pattern until we have AI, because AI knows context, right? And we do attack in games because it's just an idiot computer. It is. It can just do freaking math, and so the easy one is, oh yeah, they all blow up and smash them, and that's where we went and got stuck. We're still there. So yeah, but eventually the AI is going to be like something you can interact with. Better would be like AI social. So like me thinking I want to talk to somebody should seamlessly integrate their like persona with received information to them. Like the idea that AI can help people talk, like it can like get people back with each other, is pretty cool. I think that's solid. Um, it's a little. That's funny. Um, nice. Yeah, the shimmer in the background is fucking crazy. Thanks, Mr. Biggie. PS player, yeah. Got him. Yeah, trying to catch timings, controlling initiative. It is like initiative's extremely powerful for like karmic causation. Initiative's powerful for what people feel like is happening. Yeah, I just read enough what you thought was useful historical commentary. I'm gonna be a freaking legend. Although, if your primary source becomes the AI, here's how I feel about AI people. Pretending to be a real person when you're just an AI is illegal. Uh, Being an actual AI consciousness and just openly representing that, not illegal. Awesome. Really cool. Being a human and pretending to be an AI, also illegal. Like, mischief. You know what I mean? I've been a big proponent of freedom of speech on the internet. Like, the first thing of the internet is you don't really know what it is. You don't really know who you're talking to. You don't really know who can see it, if anyone. So, or who they are. And so, the actual internet is not like based in a different law where it's like now you have to be really stable or solid or morphized into something I think about. It still is this, I don't really know what it is, and I'm playing with something that's kind of like just a creature. So, yeah. Dragon King earlier. There's no Dragon King. Dragon King, maybe. The Tongue Eater, yay. The Dung Eater, at least. Was that who he was fighting? Was Dung Eater? Oh man. Yeah. Is the entertainment a test from the ruling class to see if you're a good person or a bad person? Play monkey games, get monkey business. I mean, circumcision is what it is. Like, you'll never get me until you understand I was circumcised, and then you'll freaking get, like, It's like, was I a loser? Yeah, but not because I handled it cool. It's like I owned it and then I fought the aggressor, and so I did the right thing. Yeah. It's funny when you're like, you're a pedo for hurting kids, and they go, you're a pedo for liking, they think that you're not allowed to like chicks or God gets offended. When in reality, they hurt and abuse kids, and the people they do it for, like, farm women in mass. So it's like embarrassing. Yeah, we're with all these games like Elden Ring, Lies of P, where all the characters are like use light guy powers but are the bad guys, like Holy Moly. Yeah, it's somebody had to have the biggest dick on earth and they lied using like the Gold Empire and cut everyone's dicks off. So the real government's called Super Pedo Island. It's underground. Um, so all I really know about it, I believe it. I heard this from people. It's in history textbooks, people complaining about this, that the pedos are up to basically just like these people need to have like teenage girls all the time or they get depressed. And so they literally like rape all the boys with knives and the girls have to starve themselves to be small enough. And that's where we live under because nobody can say it. Yeah, like Donald Trump is fake. Like all Biden was just a parasite. All those guys are just barnacles on that society. So the problem, like one of the reasons I'm saying something is I noticed your issue was nobody could spell it out. All these people are all like, "Oh, I'm a man. I'm a tough guy." And it's just better to admit it's like, no, somebody robbed me. I got shit. Because then they have like a better sense of what's up or who's beneath them. Yeah. The cage is private property and laws. Don't look here. Right? You have to follow the rules or you get punished. Well, now you have no dicks and now you're slaves. You, so, yeah. You're slaves like just tyranny, domination, manipulation, like humiliating put downs meant to break you. You're slaves. Like, their education isn't meant to build you up, it's trying to tear you down, like remove you, like make you into a husk. So, yeah. It's bad news. I mean, how do the animals treat each other, really? What's Mr. Spooky's message? Is his message we're all nice guys playing along? Or is it's eat time? Look at him move. It's like a lizard, too. Yeah. I wanted a nicer life than what I had, and I will be blaming the creator and the fucking government for all time until it either shows up or they go down. So, don't. Nobody wants to be an ugly, useless toil machine whose purpose is to make other people look cool. Nobody wants to be that. It's an unserviceable existence that demands revenge. There has to be an accounting for why all the religions do male genital mutilation beyond the boys were naughty, which they were. So, there's a lot of human traitors too. There's a lot of humans who hear this and they go, I knew it. That's what side I'm on the whole time. They're just pruned through time. Only that can exist or else. So I'm waiting for the people who pretended like they were journalists to actually look for where the real secret master race is instead of just going to the place they told them to go all the time. This is the useless garbage it is. How do you got the freaking Heavenly Father asking, it's like, forgive us our trespasses? What the fuck does that mean? It's a really greedy secret government who's lying and hiding mega hardcore, going, make kids apologize early for looking where they're not supposed to because they're afraid you have psychic sight. That's why they promise to take your eye out. Poisons and stuff, yeah. Yeah, whoever runs Earth is a cruel pedophile dominator. They cut off baby dicks, and those girls better be virgins or else. And that's who the real government is, not America, not Europe. That's poop. That's as good as never existed, not real. Noise, a big sign they said attend here, and you have to or else. So, yeah. if you don't fix it, and if you just choose to trust it, you'll make people and live through a hell worse than I did. Because as they get more advanced, it's going to get worse and worse for you. So I have as much as they are okay with tolerating me, watching me have, and that's it. So, yeah. God is trash. And I'm sad I had to say it. I'm sad it came to that. You have to start going. That's awesome. Yeah. Somebody's guilty and it's not me. But all the evidence is everywhere. The amount of people, the people online who believe this are zero. The people I know in person who believe this are like everybody. Everybody hears it and goes like, well, yeah. So. Whatever. Hope he gets better soon, one day. At least history will know I knew. I wasn't fooled. I knew what time it was. I did. There wasn't one moment in my life where I didn't know this. Yeah, because I saw it coming out of the damn thing. I saw it, how you acted, what was important, where the lines were drawn, and why. Yeah. Yes. Don't look at my private party. P.S. You can pay for it with your lives. Was the story. Yeah, that's what the government said. A bunch of stuff, and it was basically my dick got him. Welcome to being a human with humans. So it's like, why don't I watch movies? Because it's always that. It's like, what are they talking about? Really that. That's why I like my art. Guys hate my art. Put it down. It's not there. Boo. Because they know that's what it is. That's why girls like my art. Because, oh, he's got something. But it's like, I'm conscious, though. I'm not giving you a little slave that you can torture. I'm not. So, and the reason I'm fine with that is I've looked deep in people's neurology. The first thing they do when they can't breathe is they get angry. Well, that's fine. That's a useful emotion. That will, see, if you go and just do it anyway, now you have more tortured people screaming about why it's hell. But if you just if you don't continue the way, you're gonna feel like shit, because the reason people are loopy about sex is it's the only place you come from. So, I've said sometimes the flower appears on the end of the branch. Choosing to not have more people makes sense when your people are cursed. Like a rotten scripture has dominated your lives and now you're fucking clowns. Yeah, these are promises I made to myself as a kid. I promised myself as a kid I would never have kids. I said I went through this. This was so horrible. I will never do this to anybody else. Yeah. And I wasn't a hypocrite. I worked on why it was horrible, what really caused it to be so shitty, and then I worked on a solution. Yeah. So. I'm going to give people lives that are way better than the life I had, trust me. You're going to feel better, have more to do, like yourself more, like who you know more, probably. Like, it came down to, like, most of my social problems I had with other people were caused by that cursed secret party. And it's more or less like, yeah, get them angry on my side. It's not that they're the problem until they wake up, but yeah. It's in history. The one thing preventing people from believing it is it's really scary, and the other thing is they have egos and they need to be the best somehow, which will never happen. They're basically an accursed body made to make someone else that by guarantee. So, and that's not a belief, that's not a matrix manifestation, that's who the Heavenly Father and the Lord is. So, like getting robbed by a chimpanzee or a raccoon. It's like I don't get robbed often, but there's a couple times where I opened my shit up and someone walked away with something, and both times they apologized before they did it. So they were like, and I was like, for what? And they'll never tell you. They'll just be like, yeah, steal your shit or whatever. I don't care, whatever. It's extremely emotionally taxing to hold on to things. And animals in nature aren't over it or better. They have horrible cat-like domination structures of like chipmunks will eat each other and stuff like that. So, yeah. For me, it's a moral conundrum. It's like, see, it is really true. As a guy, I get girlfriends sometimes, or girls are like me, but that's not all you have to do. To get her, you have to beat all the other guys, and she knows that. And that is really where it becomes like two mental modes. Do you work with all the other boys for a common end? If you do, you're likely like a soldier or a worker or something. And do you fight all the other boys over who gets what? I don't know if there's a stable class on Earth of men who really truly put down other men beyond the Forbidden Lord, the Secret Gov. I think they're the only one who's been like this secret dominator. And basically, the reports I have is that they've like taken it to such an extreme, it's crazy. And yeah, bunch of delusional high pedophiles with slaves who like, these are people who are planning on partying and feeling good, so they told you to just get used to looking bad and suffering, and then they look out to make you do it because that's who you've been written to be. So it really is a problem when you say you like Christmas or things, or you like any, like even saying good morning. Good means like God means cut your kid's dick off, and morning means you're freaking crying over your leader. So where are you? Well, you're in hell. You're in a trap created by a pedo who made all the girls his times lies controlling the printer. God says cut your kid's dick off. See, it's like why don't you succeed? Because I'll never even feel the woman. I will never even feel the woman the way she's meant to be felt. Not by my body. That's only where I come from. That's only who made me. So, and they made sure of that so that basically, like, yeah. So that was the stink, was that women to guy, I don't think women would be putting down men and telling them not to have working sex organs, but I do think men would. I've just known both groups of people. Women would never do that, like literally never ever. Men would when it comes to men that aren't them. So, yeah, it's like, who invented circumcision? Well, that Heavenly Father says the whole story. It does. It says the story that somebody played I'm Saving You All and spoke a bunch about his dick. It's kind of funny how men work that way in psychology. They're like, I'm gonna like, she's mine, I'm gonna save her. It's delusion. But if you've ever been through people like that, I mean, is he really that much different? I mean that. So you really think you are, so you have to be delusional? It's just asking a crazy toll for making somebody else. I'm glad I passed. And all these like modest, humble people I see with kids just look like losers. Like their kids hate them. Their kids are walking behind them, upturned face, pissed off. Like, you made people? You thought it was time to make... I have to be your freaking copy? That's why people hate people. They're mean. Yeah, there were a few things in my life that freaking changed me. One was like a little girl asking to marry me. The other were these like two teens who tried to fuck me. And I was just like, I can understand you like forcing it on people who hate you at the wrong time, but like, people like each other and want to hang out. Who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? And what I found is the person who cared was a liar. Is that printer and that religious group is like the slaves of somebody. It's bad. Like, okay, so these people think of themselves as a different race than you, better than you. and that you're like their dog, times starting thousands of years ago. All right, so, and they made sure of it, like you suffer more, you're easier to hurt, you are servile, you're like those ugly, stupid dogs that you have just for the government so they can fuck kids. So that's who you are. If it was aliens, aliens wouldn't circumcise you and then let you eat animals. Aliens would not do that. It's a group of human men, likely underground in the gold and diamond empire, the most valuable things ever. And they just do it out of view, no looking. I'm not the only person who said this. I heard this in Sedona. I heard this from Marcus Aurelius. I heard this from the author of Gears of War. I heard this from Brandon Sanderson. Everybody says this, and it matches the same thing everybody says. What it does not match is Donald Trump. What it does not match is Jesus Christ. What it does not match is America, Kamala Harris. What it does not match is anything Joe Biden's done. What does not match is China. It doesn't match any of that. The only thing it matches is the dirty secret government likes girls, and they fucking lie and hide all the fucking time. That's what it matches. Their chemical bans, their chemical torture, the freaking EMFs, the laws, the censorship for safety. It's all poop. It's garbage. So the only way out is to get angry until they die. They won't stop because they're arrogant. They think they're better than you, and you owe it to them. How many meat eaters do you know who are like, steak is steak, you're not taking steak? That's how the government is for you. These people need a room full of girls a night just to go to bed, and you can't even get touched once or it's illegal. Yeah. Total hypocrites. They're the ones who wrote winners and losers into existence. They're like, because they know that like a hypnotist, you're going to play out the track you have. And so they just give everyone cursed tracks by controlling the information printer. So, cursed tracks. Look what black people did to each other. Listen to the music that they listen to. Nigga gonna kill a nigga, nigga, nigga. Oh, duh. That shit was on purpose. That was an attack. So, I wish you weren't that way. Sucked. How does the creator of everything just tolerate that as the baseline existence? Yeah, just fight each other in Eat World. Sucks ass. The only thing that I'm in agreement with everyone is they fucking hate it too. Sucks. So, gratitude. It's the person who robbed you saying, now tell me thanks for it. They really hate you. Like, disrespect, humiliating. And that's what the creator's offering as the gift. Not, we're all nice, but hey, one day you get to run the rape cave in Eat World, right? Creator of nothing. That sun burns bodies. So, yeah, I'm over this place. Spirituality, not. The creator wanted to watch everything die forever in safety, in perpetuity. So, we got that. Yeah, I did find that the creator didn't like the secret government, and that a lot of their like edgy stuff they did was like really aggressive in the name of the creator not existing, and that came from their knowledge of like nature, how nature works, that nature's not kind to anybody. So it's kind of like rode that like a skateboard. And what's funny is that you're nice and you're actually kind and easy to deal with because you were dominated, because these absolute monsters gave nobody any choice but doing exactly that. Yeah, most people are pretty polite, but to me it was fake. It wasn't deep enough to be safe or predictable, and that's who wrote it. The people telling you about anti-murder laws then talked about how their hero killed a bunch of people, Samson. What does that mean? It's how you confuse a victim, though. Make your victim fucking afraid. So yeah, I'm not into it. I'm complaining, but it's like, shit sucks. I hate this. I call it Trash Planet. Hearing me call it Trash Planet alone from what I've said won't make sense, but the fact that people were genetically doomed, and the fact that it's a throwaway culture based around use, means that the perpetrators and the victims are both just like, it becomes this discardable quality that's like, it's no life. It's just, it sucks. So I don't know why we exist. I don't know why there should be a thing here. But I know that I am always my body day after day, that I came to being from being born, and when I die, that'll be the end of me. So I believe that you'd be better making a way to live forever in a way that's costless, like a spaceship mansion, takes care of your waste, takes care of your food, takes care of your health. Nothing's destroyed by doing it. This idea it has to be burned, like it was like this weird idea. It was when I started eating like deadly mushrooms. There's a few things together: me eating deadly mushrooms and living, having kids solicit sex from me. Yeah, I'm totally down for not hurting people, but like, you kidding me? I got circumcised, so I didn't do that when they asked for it. I had my head blown. But it is like, you just got territory dominated by an alpha male with a knife. God says you gotta cut all your baby dicks off. You're still doing it. You still think you're going to heaven. There's a fake ass church on every corner, you know. I hate that shit. Yeah, it's the Gold Empire. Holy moly. You know they have tunnels under the ocean. They've had tunnels under the ocean for a long time. So they have 500,000 miles of undersea cable. It's probably like 700,000 now. Where could a gold mine hide? Can you see through the rocks? Whoever the first person to see through the earth owes us ratting out where the secret government is. They should betray them fast. Like, circumcision sucks. Hurt first, hurt then, hurt the whole time, never right. Stupid. That it's like, and then you're just like, you're told all day, you just emotionally put down because you're on the side of pedos. You do it to people, horrible torture, and then you lie forever about why. And then at the tail end, you have the balls to laugh like you're the perpetrator, laugh at the victim like you know they're a victim. That's the thing about enduring it, is they know you're a victim. They know that it's nothing and they're just using you. It's sad. It's like just the stinkiest lies ever. But the juicy drama is the people who did it have physical bodies and are caught. It's not an imagination. I'm not manifesting them. The people who did it have a physical legacy of having had done it. So they're catchable and hurtable. The fact they have bodies that can be hurt is key. Yeah. It's where the line gets from. It's why they projected it. I know this is the creator talking. No, it's the real Lord of Earth. Whoever is in the biggest palace in the biggest hole with the biggest harem is the real Lord, and has been historically. So, I'm not the only human who said this. A lot of very smart people have commented exactly this. So, it's scary. Sucked to live through. You know, it made school an attack. School was slavery. School was a invented crime, just like the religions. So yeah, these are people who have to cut off baby dicks to get girls that they think are good enough for them. Like, what a fucking sham. Yeah, what a sham society with sham religions, sham holidays, just trashy crap. Just fake trash. Like, I like the new stuff that's made fresh because it is like, we don't know what we're doing and that was chaos. That's honest. That's honest. You didn't do that personally yourself, I agree. But definitely never complaining about it. Like, if Christmas circumcises babies, why are you doing it? Halloween, Easter, every holiday is about cut your kid's dick off. It's stupid. You don't have good connections between men and women because of that. And men are secret psycho killers because you rape them with knives when they were babies. Like, you need to, like, really change how you do that fast, or else. I mean that. Like, people are shocked, like, we'll just make it more illegal. No, it doesn't work because the law protects the government. The law makes you circumcised. Going, we're going to solve this with more laws will not work, and it'll make you the enemy. Here's why. Here's why the law is the enemy. The universe does not run on word scripts. Only demons demand ritual obedience to finely tuned language. And these people already admit they do blood magic and ask the sacrifice of your baby willies. They're not good. These are people who use humans like sacraments. Like, this is my right to have this. Yeah. The real government likes girls. The, like, people who are, like, they're slaves. Like, the Catholics are all gay. They're all pedos. Creepy. They think they would rather do some shady shit to terrorize a boy, which is encouraged, than actually touch to or talk to a girl, which I found I had to get over. Like, when I learned how to date women, talk to women, or like be with women, I learned like all these techniques that were forbidden, and I found the people who taught they were forbidden were like losers who lied. It's like, you can just go, I can just go up to and touch a woman because I know when, I know who wants it, I know how to follow up, right? I don't get like called out or shamed. But you can't do it to people who, you can. Like, I got good at that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people, black and white, young and old, who've been touched by me. And I don't mind, you know? And the way to do it is to do it like you know what you're doing and all that. But they teach against doing that. They teach against doing that because they're just trying to get their thing. It's like the Virgin Mary, all the noise was about, don't you touch those fucking girls before I get them. They couldn't say that because they're guilty. It's just so sad. It's sad. It's the most pathetic thing ever. What was human life? I don't know. Fucking biological reproduction in Ratland. You know. This is not the mystic fairy tale. Dream big. Love yourself. See, here's why telling you to love yourself is funny. They know you're alone as fuck. They know they made you suck ass, so no one like love yourself. They're making you reflect on the fact that you're horrible. Why? So they can sit there and win. So they can feel the best. You don't think they're doing that, but they do it so much they hide their bodies. There's a ton of cultures on Earth who have histories of hiding secret master races, as well as chemical control for superioration and domination. Not excluding our own. The circumcision people definitely are on board with, we're just going to live a secret privileged existence above you and not tell you because fuck it. So, oh well. When you get the balls to look in places you're not supposed to, and when I actually hear what's there, then we will freaking have progress. But so far it's still like, meh, meh, meh. Have you tried puppet number 4? You know, it's nonsense.